The laugh came first. Sharp. Careless. Too loud for the small dining room. Then my sister said it, tilting her head, eyes flicking to my daughter's ear like it was a prop in a bad comedy routine. So what? Does that thing pick up gossip from the neighbors too? The table went quiet in that way families pretend is in silence. My daughter froze, fork halfway to her mouth. She's 8. Old enough to understand when she's being laughed at. Young enough to believe the people laughing love her. I waited for anyone to stop it. My dad chuckled and waved his hand. Relax. It's just a joke. That sentence hit harder than the mockery. We'd driven 3 hours for that dinner. I almost canceled. Something in my gut told me it would be one of those nights. But my wife had said, it'll be fine. They haven't seen her in months. And I wanted to believe that family meant safety. Our daughter's hearing aid was new. We'd practiced how to explain it, how to answer questions. We'd rehearsed confidence. What we hadn't practiced was cruelty from the people who shared her blood. I looked at my sister, waiting for her to backtrack. She didn't. She smiled satisfied. I looked at my dad, waiting for him to correct her. He took a sip of wine. My daughter put her fork down. She didn't cry. That hurt more. Dad, I said quietly, that's not okay. He sighed, already annoyed. You're being sensitive. Kids need thicker skin. I felt something shift then, like a hairline crack spreading. The rest of the night was a blur of forced conversation and tight smiles. My daughter grew smaller in her chair. My wife squeezed my knee under the table, a silent please don't explode. I swallowed it down. For now. On the drive home, my daughter stared out the window. Daddy, she asked, should I take it off next time? That was the moment the night finally broke me. No, I said too quickly. Then softer. You never have to hide who you are. But the question stayed with me. Because she hadn't learned it from nowhere. In the days that followed, little things started to surface. Missed calls from my sister. A group chat where jokes kept coming. Memes about robot ears, followed by laughing emojis. When I called it out, my sister said I was projecting. My dad texted, don't turn this into a family war. I began questioning myself. Was I overreacting? Was this just my protective instinct going too far? I replayed the dinner in my head, searching for a version where it wasn't as bad as it felt. Then I found the message my sister sent my wife, thinking I wouldn't see it. He's making this a big deal. She'll get over it. Kids always do. Something in me went cold. I asked my dad to meet me for coffee. No kids. No buffer. She cried herself to sleep, I said. She asked if she should hide her hearing aid. He looked uncomfortable. I didn't know it was that serious. It was serious the moment it happened, I said. You laughed. He bristled. I was trying to keep things light. At her expense. He was quiet for a long time. Then he said, I didn't want to embarrass your sister. I nodded slowly. So you chose to embarrass your granddaughter instead. That was the turning point. Not because he apologized, he didn't, not fully, but because I realized something painful and clear. My job wasn't to keep the peace. It was to keep my child safe. We stopped going to family dinners after that. When my sister asked why, I told her plainly. When she said I was tearing the family apart, I didn't argue. At home, we focused on rebuilding something small and strong. We talked to our daughter. We told her the truth, that what happened wasn't her fault, and that some people confuse jokes with kindness. One night, as I helped her brush her hair, she caught her reflection and smiled. It's kind of cool, she said, touching her hearing aid. Like a secret superpower. I swallowed hard and smiled back. Family isn't who laughs the loudest at your table. It's who stands up when someone tries to make you smaller. That dinner cost me a version of my family I thought I had. But it taught me something better. My daughter knows I will always choose her. And this time, that's the only joke I refused to laugh off.